y'all, and welcome back to another video. So I know I've been mentioning about this nursery tour, and we are finally finished and we're ready to show you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to briefly show you and take you through baby girl's room. So if you're interested, keep watching. Here we are, let's go. Well, welcome to baby girl's room, humble abode. So before we get started, there's a couple of things that you should know about me. If you already know me, you know that I like a few things. One, you know I love order. Two, I love organization. And I also love everything to have its place. Everything. So with that in mind, that was what I went through the room as I, decorated and did things. That was how I made my design choices based on those things. So let's get started. Basically over here in this first part of the room, we have the basics. A diaper pail, of course, that's a must. And then we also have this changing table. So the changing table is a piece that we had that we decided to keep from the last time. So what it is, and it's actually very useful because it's a changing table, but it's also drawers. So what I did was I created storage within each drawer. So there are organizers that separate things and keep things separated so we can easily see them in each drawer. So I did the first drawer with that one, and then I also did the same thing with some of her clothes, all of her onesies. I ordered organizers so that we could easily keep them separated and we can see them. So I did that for the first drawer, second drawer as well. And then down here, oh, remember that headpiece I showed y'all like some weeks back? Here we are. So I had a few of those. So I just kind of created her an accessory drawer with the same idea with the organizers. So she has plenty of bows, as you can see, hats, headpieces, her socks, and then like her sleeping attire. So that's how I did that drawer. So this piece actually came in handy. And then of course we have, now this right here, this piece, this was Papa Bear, okay? So he swear he needed a TV in here, and I didn't think so, but he did. So he said that it could be useful for the baby, but we all know the truth, and that he'll probably be in here watching sports and stuff with baby girl. Who knows? But he needed his stamp of approval in the room, so there we have it. TV. Okay, so on to her closet. So here we are. There's her closet. So what we have is more organization, more storage. This was given to us at the baby shower. And I just will probably use it for different things. It's not really a lot in there right now, but just trying to wait around and see what we're going to use. And so then, of course, we have her clothes that are kind of like lined up. I tried to do it from like, newborn all the way to, as big as we had, because we had kind of clothes in different sizes. And then over against the wall is her little building up shoe collection. Her shoe collection that is building up, rather. And so that's ready for her as well. And then over here we have all the diapers and wipes that we're going to need. So I just put them up against the wall in a neat kind of way so that we don't have to kind of keep throwing them around. And then I just created space in here for all of her things, the things that we're going to kind of use for her. So we had, blankets, a few toys, and then just some other things as well. So her closet is pretty much ready to go. It's kind of organized so that we can see everything and make sure that we, keep everything in order. Next, over here, I created one of probably many stations that we'll have. So, and this thing right here is really lightweight. You can pick it up and move it to wherever you need to move it, which we probably will do at some point. But for right now, it'll just stay here. So this station I created has on it, I just took some more organizers, again, so that we don't have to keep reaching for those diapers and just throwing them all over the place, I just created a place for them. And they kind of start with the smaller ones and then they kind of go up with, so it's a couple of different sizes. And then we have wipes, and then right here we have her, like, some swaddle blankets. And then we also have all of, like, her bath stuff. So we have shampoo. We have shampoo. You know, I'll be washing her hair, of course, and lotions and those kinds of things that we'll need for bath time. Bottles at the bottom, and then more blankets. So that's that. Okay, so here's her crib. And there's a couple things that I'll just mention briefly about this crib. The first thing is that I have to give a shout out to our family members, Lauren and Chris, because they are the ones who gave us this crib. So thank you guys. Love you. And as you can see, it's being put to good use. The other thing to say about the crib is that she won't be sleeping in here at night by herself for the first, few months maybe. And or for the first little while. She'll be in our room with us. However, the goal is maybe to allow her to take, or try to get her to take, a couple of her naps throughout the day in here. Maybe just to kind of ease the transition a little bit, so it's not such a big transition for her. And so yeah, this is her crib. And I like it. Moving on. So over here, continuing on, what I did was with the same idea in mind of my love for organization and kind of order and for things to have its place. I kind of kept that in mind too when I chose this. So I just bought a cube storage, and then I bought these cute little storage bins that I've actually already started putting to use. So in there, I just have like little extra things that, like bibs and in this one, and like just odds and ends stuff, things that she might use later, teethers and stuff like that we got. Just extra stuff that I just don't want to see laying out in places. So I kind of use these little storage bins, to hide things kind of. So that's my little trick. Also, now, James and I knew from the beginning that this room would not be complete unless we had a picture of our baby boy in here. So, I mean, Jalen is a part of our family, and he is baby girl's big brother in heaven. And so we just thought it was very important to honor that and to make sure that we put a picture in here, just kind of so we can have his spirit and his presence watching over her in here. We thought that was a cute idea. So here we have a picture of Mr. Jalen. And then up here, here's a picture of counting the days with Miss Ladybug, and of course it's ultrasound for now. And then on the wall we also have, of course it's very important to us to keep baby girl covered and wrapped around the Word of God, because that's a major part of our lives, and it shall be a major part of her life as well. So I just chose a scripture that I thought was very fitting for the room and for her, just as a reminder. One, because words are important to have in a baby girl's room anyway, or in a baby's room anyway, just so that they can always be learning. But also, it's a good scripture to have. So that's that. And then we also have this rocker, this rocking chair that this was another piece that we already had. So like the changing table, we already had the rocking chair. We just decided to keep it, and I just added a little accent of pink with the pillow, and it actually goes with the rug that I selected too. So that's that for this part. So one thing I did not mention was one of my favorite parts of the room, or favorite pieces in the room, which is the wall. So the wall, this wall right here, I knew I wanted a accent wall. But I didn't want to mess with paint. I really didn't, because for a couple reasons. One, I just didn't want to be bothered with the mess that paint can make. And then also, I just really didn't want to be bothered with the fumes, because smells are already very sensitive to me at this point right now and at this time. So I just decided to let paint go. So the only other alternative, the other best alternative would be wallpaper. So this is actually one of my favorite, because when I saw it, I was like, this is perfect, because it just really incorporates all the colors for our scheme anyway, which is pink, gray, and white, as you can already tell. So I love it, and it actually turned out really, really nice. James actually helped me put it up because I could not have done this by myself, of course. And I think it turned out really, really nice. And I wanted something that I didn't necessarily want. So I wanted something that could grow with her. So I didn't want anything cartoonish or anything like that because I don't know who she is yet and who she's going to be and who she's going to like. So I just thought that this would be something cool that could grow with her. You know, when she's a teenager, this could still look nice in her room. Heck, I would even want it in my room right now. So, so I tried to select something that could kind of grow with her. So this is my favorite, probably my favorite piece in this room. And that's that. So the last piece to this room, the last little part is probably after the part that I really like, which is my wallpaper. This is probably the most important part of this room for me. And this is why. Because y'all, if mama got a library, then baby gonna have a library. So this right here is what I've created. I've created a reading corner for baby girl. Because of course books are important to me, and I want her to have a love for books as well, and a love for reading. So I have created this reading corner. So what I did was I just put books on the shelves, and then I put books down here on a lower level where she will be able to reach them as she gets a little bit older. And basically what I tried to do was to diversify her library a little bit. So you'll see that I have a dictionary in here, I have an encyclopedia, and of course kids edition. And baby's first numbers and things like that. And then I also have like a prayer book, a book of prayers that I plan to pray with her at night. And then I also have books for black girls, and books I think that she would, love and can easily read, because we'll start off reading to her, then she might reach for her own books and can read for herself, and then go from there. And it'll probably change over time, but I just try to give her a diverse set of books that she might love. So this is her reading wall. Last but certainly not least are our little friends. I know that you've noticed. These friends of ours came actually from the school where James works, and they were made by the teachers and the students, and we just decided to put them in our room, and we said, hey, this will be a good spot for them. So here they are. They'll keep her company as well. Okay, so that's it. You guys. So leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, and let us know if you like it. I know we love it. So that's it. So I guess until the next video, we will check you guys soon. All right. Bye, y'all.